Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam. Assalamu alaikum students. How are you all? Hope so you all will be fine inshallah. Here we are with a new topic of geography and it will be very much informative for all of us. This is Unit 4 Forest. You will come to page number 81 of your book and our topic will be about afforestation projects in Pakistan. So before coming to the topic, first we'll see that how trees are important for us. We all know that trees are the glamour of a country. So trees or forests make our land heaven with their presence. So imagination of some heaven-like region is impossible without the aesthetic beauty of trees. So we need to have 20 to 25% of trees for the environmental balance in any country. So gardens, forests, parks and even paradise are made beautiful by trees only. So we must be very much careful about the protection of trees because these are our friends on earth. So before coming to the topic of forestation projects in Pakistan, first we'll see that what is afforestation. Afforestation is the process of creating a new forest land. So the act of or process of establishing a forest, especially on land not previously forested, or stand of trees in an area where there was no previous tree cover. Sometimes special tools such as tree planting bar are used to make planting of trees easier and faster. So afforestation is the conversion of wasteland into a woodland or forest. So it is transformation of land which has not been forested for a period of more than 40 years to woodland through seedling and planting. So afforestation has a lot of benefits and the most important is afforestation can help to bring about climatic change on a wider scale and that will be a positive change in our environment. Now we'll see afforestation projects in Pakistan. So first we'll discuss the objectives. The main objective of these projects is the afforestation of ecologically critical areas which are under the threat of constant land degeneration which causes damage to the environment. So first objective which can be met by taking some steps. The first one is the selection of areas to be afforested. Like which areas? Like we have discussed that critical areas. Specifically critical areas where soil erosion is a major threat, plus the areas which are having potential to have more forestation and those areas should be afforested. And then the management of plantation, that is very much important. So the management of plantation is required that which type of species will be selected for some specific area, that the area will be supportive for the growth of some specific species and this will be helpful for quick growth of specific trees. Then the development of ways of using forest products. Beforehand, we need to know that which ways can be adopted to select the forest products. Like we have discussed forest products earlier, that major and minor forest products, wood and timber, firewood, misery, fedra, and resin, etc. So we need to know the ways how to use these forest products. We can make an effective use of all these afforestation projects. Now we'll see the effective steps towards these afforestation projects. The first one which we can do is the small nurseries which can produce seedlings. These nurseries should be spread throughout the project area. So the people will have an access to these types of nurseries, and they can have availability of all the time different types of small plants and saplings. Like you can see one of the same nursery is in this diagram. In this picture you can see that different types of plants are available over here. So these types of nurseries should be available in project areas. The next is project officers are responsible for supplying plant seedlings from the nurseries, and there are certain peoples as project officers which will make it sure that people should have access towards plant seedlings from these nurseries, and for the protection of afforested areas and for carrying out planting, they will play their role very actively and positively. So these forest officers and other workers and local people also, they should motivate their community people as well as all the community workers, and they should be motivated to plant trees by providing specialized knowledge as well as assistance, and forest management and the collection of data on afforestation should also be provided to all local communities so that they can understand the value as well as knowledge of afforestation projects in Pakistan, so that we can make it an effective step towards afforestation. Now we see the project detail of afforestation projects in Pakistan. The government of Pakistan as well as NGOs have started a number of important projects which include the Tarbela Mangla Watershed Management Project, which aims at the afforestation of privately owned badlands in the catchment areas of the Tarbela and Mangla dams. Soil conservation, the establishment of orchards, and sustainable agricultural systems are the other main components of the project. So, in Pakistan, the Tarbela and Mangla Dam catchment areas are having extensive parallel topography because of extensive cutting of forests, and people are not aware about this problem which can be drastic in future. So our government has taken step towards that to reclaim that badland topography, badland into uh, conserved land by planting more forests in these areas with the cooperation of non-governmental organizations, and our government is successful to plant more and more trees by applying different soil conservation methods in these areas. Before coming to mega projects and afforestation campaign, we'll see that what are watershed or catchment area or drainage basin. Basically, the three terms are almost same. So, watershed is basically a drainage basin, that is a land and water area that drain toward a particular river or lake. So when rain falls on an area of land, the water travels downhill and typically collects into a lake or travel on through a river. The area where this happens is called a catchment area or drainage basin. So in a catchment area or drainage basin or a watershed, water can be collected through rain or drained by river or streams. Now we see the project details of a mega project in the forestry sector that is named as Rachna Doab Afforestation Project that has been started by the government. So Doab is an area that is located between two rivers, and the Rachna Doab is an area that is located between river Chenab and river Ravi. And in the same pattern, an afforestation campaign that is very effective has been started in 1995 in Baltistan, and that is started by AKRSP, Aga Khan Rural Sport Program. That was quite successful, and as a result of this program 830,000 trees were planted, and we have planned more such programs to conserve soil erosion to conserve soil and to stop soil erosion in our different areas which need these types of afforestation projects. Our next topic is sustainable forestry. First, we'll see that what is sustainable development. So, according to World Commission on Environment and Development (WCED), in its 1987 definition, sustainable development is defined as uh, which meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. That is considered as sustainable development. Sustainable forestry. So sustainable forestry means that we should manage forest resources in such a way as to ensure that we will be able to obtain the things that we want from the forest on regular basis while conserving the forest, while conserving the natural environment. So to attain sustainable forestry, we stop reckless cutting of trees so that we can have a healthy environment by a continuous supply of forest products and forest resources, as well as to keep the environment neat and clean for our future generations as well. Now we'll see how we can attain sustainable forestry. We can do that by effective management of forest resources. The first step that can be taken is that trees must not be cut down at a rate faster than they can be replaced. It means that in an area where trees take, for example, 30 years to mature, then no more than 1/30th of the forest should be cut down in any 1 year. And second step, every tree cut down must be replaced with a sapling from a nursery so that we can replace the loss which we have done. Third one is when areas of forest have to be cut down for essential human requirements such as housing, schools, roads, etc., then new areas of forest must be planted to replace them. Such afforestation is also necessary if the industry is to expand and if Pakistan is to achieve a higher percentage of forest than the present, that is very low. So we need to have an effective forest management resources that will lead to sustainable development of forest resources in Pakistan. Students, this is time for worksheet. Question number 1 of worksheet about the given diagram, that is of afforestation. So what is the main objective of forest projects in Pakistan? Also mention the ways that afforestation projects consist of. So you will tell about the objective of forestation projects in Pakistan, as well as that these projects consist of which ways. Question number 2 is answer is on page number 81 and it is also discussed in video lesson. Question number 2 is study the given figure showing steps towards afforestation in Pakistan and answer the following question. These three diagrams are telling about the steps which are mentioned in your book about the afforestation in Pakistan. You will mention the steps towards afforestation in our country, and these steps are also given in these diagrams like nursery and forest officer and local community. The next question, question number 2, is study the given figure and answer the question that is about and the question is the government of Pakistan as well as NGOs have started a number of important projects. Write down the detail of these projects. So you will write down the detail of the projects, like there are two major projects and one, basically there are three major projects. One is about the afforestation of Tarbela Mangra watershed project management project. Second is Rachna Dua afforestation project and afforestation campaign by AKRSP. You will write down about all these three in detail in this question from page number 81 and 82. Then next question is about sustainable forestry. First you will write down the brief description of sustainable development, and then in last question you will define the term sustainable forestry by taking help of page number 82 as well as video lesson. Thank you so very much students. Hope so this will be very informative session with all of you. Thank you so very much. Have a very nice day. Allah Hafiz. May Allah bless you all.